Hey guys, how you doing? Today is a pretty straightforward day. Just got a couple maintenances on the agenda. I will try to get some video, but maintenance is pretty straightforward. But hey, I like making videos, so that's what I do. Yeah, this was a customer that just called and said, their system's working fine, but just wanted to have maintenance done on it. And then my second call is one of our club members, and her biannual visit is due. So I gave her a call and we set up the appointment. I set up my maintenances to be for March, April, and May for the AC tune-ups, and then we do September, October, November for our heating tune-ups. So as we get more customers, my membership base increases. So I see I don't know how many customers I've had so far, but I think I'm up to like 40 club members now, 38 or 40 club members now, and so that keeps growing, and so I have something to do during the off season, and it's a possible way of generating revenue as well. So because it's gotten warm the last couple days. I don't think today's gonna be as warm, but it has gotten warm. And I was actually a little frustrated yesterday because it's been up to 90 the last couple days and I haven't gotten any calls. I've gotten calls, but none of them turned out to anything. And I know that I'm driving. I'm driving past houses right now where big companies are probably already doing service diagnostics because people are calling them. So it's frustrating, when you're it's a little frustrating at the beginning because I'm trying to get my name out there and do what I can, be aggressive and not aggressive, but just try to be out there, put my name out there, and promote the company and everything. And then when it does get warm, I'm like, hey, I should be getting calls, right? So, but I'm the little guy on the block, and I gotta take my calls one at a time. Even the even the home advisor calls that have been coming in, shit. I mean, I've probably got, like, in the last 2-3 days, I've gotten 6 or 7 leads from Home Advisor and can't get a hold of a damn one of them. So there's, $20, $20, $20, $20. It's just racking up, and I'm just going through a dry spell right now with them, and I can't seem to get a hold of the customers. I'm leaving emails, I'm leaving text messages, I'm calling them, leaving messages. Nobody's returning their phone calls. And I did a estimate yesterday, and the guy wants a full cut in on. We're going to do a 2.5 ton system, so hopefully that comes about. I have a guy that I came across out there who is looking for work, and he's a young guy, and he just called me back yesterday asking if one of the jobs I was talking about last week was ready to go through. It wasn't. They put it on hold, and I guess they're waiting on escrow to close and stuff like that, and then they're going to do it. So I have a couple installs out there waiting, ready to go. So, and I'm ready to do those, but it's like right here on the cusp of summer, and being my first summer, I'm excited to see how it's going to turn out. I obviously want to get busy, be successful, grow, all that stuff. and as you can see, it kind of weighs heavily on your shoulders when it's your company. So just a couple maintenances today. Hopefully some other calls come in. I'm ready to work, people. Let's do it. Okay guys, well, I finished up the maintenances today. I did actually end up getting another call. I'm going to run it on Sunday. They're just pressed for time, and I have appointments over the next couple days as well. So it worked out where the appointment could come out on, I can go out there on Sunday morning. It's a duplex, and I guess both systems are not working properly. But yeah, so the first maintenance actually had about a 20-year-old Lennox up there, but it was running fine as far as air conditioning went. So we'll check it out in the fall. She signed up for the club membership program, so we'll be out there twice a year now. It's a pretty dirty system. I end up spending a lot of time just basically cleaning it. But that was the house where the video that I showed, we changed out the capacitor, the dual run capacitor at the AC, and we also added a compressor start kit. I just noticed that her LRA was a little on the high side. It was above the rating on the panel, and definitely at that point I like to go ahead and bring that to their attention. I actually bring a compressor start kit to the attention of anyone who has a compressor. Honestly, that's how I roll, because I feel like this is something that will help the compressor years down the road. Even if your compressor is in warranty now, what could you do today that would help this compressor last longer in the long run, well past the time that the factory warranty is covering it? You could put a compressor start kit on there. I explain it to people like this: if you were broken down in the middle of an intersection, you could probably push the car out of the intersection yourself. But if I came along and helped you push that car out of the intersection, not only would you be less tired when we were out of the intersection, but we could get there faster, and you could probably do it again. So what we're doing with the compressor start kit is we're actually reducing the amount of time that compressor and the windings there see that damaging inrush of energy. The manufacturer of the component says that they can actually reduce that to almost half. So cutting that damage down in half is what actually extends the life of your compressor, saves you pennies on the dollar on every startup, 3,500 startups every summer, and that's why I put them in. So I believe in them. I really don't care how old your compressor is, but if it's a scroll compressor, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to recommend it, and it's just something that I believe in. So we also recommended the SOS1. I like to put the condensate safety switches on any system. On the primary drain line, you can put it, this is a SOS1. You can actually snap onto the 3/4 PVC line coming out of the evaporator coil, or if there's a secondary drain plug there that's capped, you can pull that out. You can twist in the clear plastic 3/4 inch PVC pipe that is plugged, and you could actually like see into the pipe. If the secondary line were to ever start filling up with water, the snap-on SOS1 would sense that water and shut the system down. So, and then if you had a horizontal in the attic, I recommend the CC1, and that is a condensate safety switch that you install onto the drain pan. So any maintenance that I'm going out on, and any repair that I'm going out on, any service call, if I see that your system doesn't have that, I'm going to bring it up. It kind of, we all know that primaries and secondaries can back up at any time. So why not protect that homeowner with a safety switch that would shut the system down if water ever became an issue? So she did without the condensate safety switch. She did get the dual run capacitor and the condensate or the compressor start kit. I cleaned up the system, got it nice and clean, ready to go for the summer. Her pressures were great, her airflow was good. So we signed her up on the club maintenance program. She's got 2 more visits coming. The next maintenance was a 14-year-old York Diamond 80 horizontal in the attic, and this had some issues as well. The blower motor had a 15 microfarad capacitor that was running at 12.9, and at 14.1 it's considered below factory specs. So I brought that to his attention. Condensate safety switch for the horizontal drain pan, the horizontal system with the drain pan there, and so recommended that to him. I flushed the drain and everything was good there, so I poured a whole bottle of water down the drain line and saw that it came out on the other end. So that's always good to do on maintenances. If you're not sure, take your nitrogen bottle and blow it out. So that's what I did on the first call. I wasn't quite sure whether it was actually coming out because there was already a wet spot there. So I went ahead and blew it out. And it's good to blow it out anyways, because there could be sludge, that's starting to build up in there. If you can just help that stuff, break it up and move it on down the line, then pour your water down it. That's why we do maintenance. So moving on to the outdoor unit, his dual run capacitor was below factory specs. He had a 50 microfarad supporting the compressor side, and his was down to 42. No, let me see. So he had a 50 microfarad capacitor supporting the compressor. At 47.1, it's considered below factory specs. His was at 44.2. The fan side was still good, but since the compressor side was below factory specs, you go ahead and recommend replacing the whole dual run capacitor. So we went ahead and did that. The system is running right now, but since the capacitor is below factory specs, you know, it's not running the way that it should, you know, it's not to factory standards. So I told him that's the one I recommend. So we were not able to make any of those repairs today, but he says he's going to talk to his wife about it, and he'll give me a call back in the next few days. He's pretty sure that they're going to do it, but he just, I guess he just has to go over it with his boss. So we understand that, don't we? Okay, well, without letting this get too long, I am gonna let you guys go for now. I appreciate you watching, as always. Comment, like, subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks a lot.